read that if we need questions? Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Like
Awesome.
yes. Da, 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 da. Na, 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 na. Come on. God, my computer's slow today. Come on. There we go. Instagram takes forever. There we go. I think it's on. Do not disturb. Yep. Yep. I found a picture of all three of us on Google Photos. We're riding the
I
carousel.
understand. I used the same exact photo for Emily last time.
See, I got to start all that so I can get kicked out again tonight.
So I got to go take a picture of her passport after we're done.
Oh, fun.
It's the only. I don't understand why it worked 2 cruises earlier this year, and now it's the same photo doesn't work anymore.
Oh, that's
Somebody at Disney Cruise Line just laughs. They're like, ha, 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 ha. I'm going to get you.
right.
I swear they do.
Annoying.
Like, I'm going to make them have to do this 6 times. All right. So listener questions. That's what we're doing here as we do. All right. So this is, man, we're almost 2800. 2795. Here we go. You're ready. Oops, wrong thing. Here we go. There we go. Welcome to episode 2795 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. And warming back up here in the Midwest. I mean, it was cold here the first couple of days. Too soon to be that cold. So I think we're rebounding here about this time. So let's save that for Christmas time and get back to normal here. And let's have some listener questions. That's what we do here on a Wednesday. I think we even have a little mini trip report from listener Tim, which is going to be awesome. But my bud's joining me today. We get together for a couple shows here Wednesday and Friday as we record here on Mondays live. Join us about 5:30 Eastern. We go live and have a good time. You can be a part of the show. So join us Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch. Joining me today from Must See Adventures. Got to check that out. Scotty G up in the house up in Michigan. Scott, what's going on?
Happy midweek. You know, like, my gosh, like Thanksgiving is going to be here really soon. It's like kind of stressing me out a little bit. Like, why is time moving so fast? But happy to be here and answer some listener questions today. My favorite episodes to record.
Yeah, I love some Thanksgiving. God, I love just it is truly. I mean, it's the best because you don't have to worry about presents. You just get to have great food, get to see family, and man, just the football. It's the lowest stress holiday and just it's so chill.
I don't know, man.
No,
Like,
I'm not calling those.
you must not be cooking then.
I don't cook.
It's like
Dude, I
it's
love
very
it.
stressful.
I'm
It
like-
is
I'm like
very
a-
stressful
This is gonna
cooking.
get into Friday's episode. I'm kind of the supporting actor here. Like, Pam gets up in the middle of it seems like the middle of the night. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning. Puts the bird in, and then the house slowly starts smelling good.
That's
and,
a lot of work.
oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, and then you get to like peel off a little. We do the stovetop, but like a couple big pans of it. Get a little quarter of it throughout the days. Dressing balls coming popping out throughout the morning. Oh, and then of course you gotta watch your Detroit Lions at some point play on Thanksgiving. Oh man, I love Thanksgiving. Not to mention it'll be my birthday, but yeah, it's gonna be. I don't need that at this point in my life. I'm getting old
I
fast.
love traveling for Thanksgiving though. I mean, that's been like our thing. Like every couple of years, actually, we're about to do back-to-back years. It's so mean because like it's Liz's birthday. She loves Thanksgiving, and I always take her away from her family.
Huge.
See, that's
I mean, it's the
why we're
40th. It's the 40th this year, though. We gotta do something big for the 40th.
You do. I get
so.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife would kill me. Like, there's absolutely because we host her whole entire family comes, and there's that stakes are off the table. I mean, there is no. It is. I would be a dead man. And I mean, my favorite place to be on Thanksgiving is in my recliner. I have to admit. And this year it is like Jason said, not stress-free with Florida State, Florida. At this point, it's not gonna be very stressful between Mizzou and Arkansas. I mean, it's gonna be,
You know what I'm gonna do on your birthday though for Thanksgiving? You're talking about the recliner. I'll be sitting in a chair in O'Gill's. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty dang good. We'll be packing for a cruise the next week, so it'll be okay. All right, Rikki. She's joining us from a Disney World After All.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, you're more traditional on the Thanksgiving. What are your plans? For
Actually, not so much. We are headed down to Florida. So we are, we're going to be driving down on Thanksgiving, having Thanksgiving with my mom and dad. And then Brian and I are going to go to Disney. We're actually staying at, so his birthday is the 30th. So it's that weekend, that Sunday. And that Sunday we'll be driving back, obviously. But because it's his birthday, we were watching one of our favorite YouTubers, and they were talking about Cabana Bay.
Scotty
and
G?
no,
me, right?
it was not Scott. I don't think Scott's ever talked about Cabana Bay. We love Scott's channel, but he was not staying at Cabana Bay.
Not yet.
Not yet. And Brian's like, oh, that resort looks really good. It's like, you haven't stayed there with me? Because I know I'd stayed there before. And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, that was on a trip with my mom and my dad and my brother. So we are going to stay at Cabana Bay for a couple nights. We're going to do Disney. We're going to do the Epcot Festival of the Holidays, because that is one of our favorite things to do. The day after Thanksgiving, we go there. We do the cookie stroll. We love to do that every single year. And so we're going to do that. It's become like a family tradition for us. And then we're going to do a couple of additional things. My list is already really long for things that I'm like, okay, we got to hit this, and this for Disney. So yeah, we've already got a really long list. He wants to go to Volcano Bay for a day. So for part of the day, at least one day. So we'll see if I can get that in too. But
birthday, dude. If he says he wants
it is his birthday. I know. That's why I'm like,
you have to do it. It's his birthday. Rikki,
it is. He and like I said, we never get to do things like this for him for his birthday. So like, this is really good. We've never had, for my birthday, we always go to Disney and stay at a nice, Disney resort. And his birthday is always at the end of the month. So like, we can't ever usually leave, but because of the way that this year it falls, we just had the opportunity to do it. So it's good. And so we're going to get to like actually celebrate his birthday weekend. So it'll be nice.
One thing too, make sure you guys go bowling at Cabana Bay.
Yes.
It's so cool to go bowling at your hotel. And I love the like retro feel of the whole thing. Like I love that hotel. Like that hotel was built for me. Like
he is so excited. So I definitely look for a video on Disney World After All on our YouTube channel, because I think it's going to be just so much fun to see him experience Cabana Bay too. So
and use all the pert in the VO5.
The VO5 and the Zest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a bet.
Oh my God, he's got it right there with him, doesn't he?
It's hang on.
This is great for people who are listening to the podcast, by the way.
Dude, I have a bag that we rated on. We had a travel agent like training down there, and I rated everybody's rooms, and I have all the Nests and all the VO5.
I love it that it's just handbaggy for you, right? Sitting in a drawer. That's great. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not using that stuff.
It smells so good in the drawer.
Oh, it does. I mean, it's for emergencies only.
Exactly.
If you ever need to go back to the 70s or early.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the questions. Here we go. And the first question to the inbox comes from listener Cindy up in Toronto, Canada. She says, "Dear Mike, Pam, Rikki, and Scott, just wanted to say a big heartfelt thank you to you all. I really appreciate your inside opinions and advice on all my questions over the years. You've helped me plan multiple trips, and when others ask me questions, I often go back to answers I've heard on the podcast. When Pam had said on Monday's show about choosing to be positive, it really resonated with me as I try to live my life that way as well. Thank you for all you do, keeping the community not only alive, but thriving. Yours truly, Cindy." She's Cindy Lou over in the clubhouse.
Awesome.
That's it. Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks, Cindy.
Some good, and we appreciate that. And I got to say, our clubhouse is awesome. I mean, we used to have this hardware store, and so now this was even before your time, Rikki. I know I'm a little bit older than you. I substituted for your 6th grade class, so I'm a little bit older than you, back at Jamestown. God, I can't believe that. But we had this hardware store that your parents would know. It's called Central Hardware, and
I remember Central Hardware actually.
Okay. Their slogan was everything from scoops to nuts. That's kind of like the clubhouse, dude. You come for the Disney and you go to the clubhouse over at brguspodcast.com/clubhouse, but you don't know what you're going to get. Like you're going to get some, we're going to talk about Wally Lulu, needing reservations, or, the latest at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the popcorn bucket. We're going to talk about all that stuff, right? You go for that. But then you're going to talk about organizing hats. like, Sean's talking about his hat collection. Then I have to take a picture of my messy closet with my hats. And we're all talking about how we pack. It's amazing how different people pack, when, how, and all the mechanics of that. You get everything. Like, it's the weather patterns of the Northeast and the weather patterns of the Pacific Northwest. You get everything. So if you're not there, you're missing out. But the best part about it is community. It's people that are caring about each other. We get about cats, dogs, frogs, lizards, human and reptiles. It's amazing. So coming over to be a part. Sky, you're there all the time too. I mean, it's just a great group of folks. And Cindy's there all the time. So there we go. We got an urgent question because Thomas is joining us from Facebook, but he is at Walt Disney World right now. He says, urgent question. And so I'm not playing the game with him because he's on property right now. So we're going to play the must-have drink at Beacon Barrel. I have a reservation tomorrow at the end of the Christmas party. What is the must-get drink at Beacon Barrel? Because he's on site.
He's like there right now. Okay.
Don't mess with Thomas. He's a good listener.
I won't mess with Thomas. Okay. So, of course, the one that everyone is talking about is the skull. So if you really want to have the ultimate in Beacon Barrel experience, you got to get the skull, right? So I feel like that's a really good one. Brian, when we went there, he got the Barrels Ablaze, which is the Jack Daniel's bonded bourbon, honey, lemon, and chili. He really liked that one. He thought it was really, really good. And I don't drink alcohol, so I got the non-alcoholic version of a drink, and it was the one that was the cookies and cream. And I'm trying to find it. It's called the Cursed Treasure, and it's coconut milk and cookie crumbs, topped with vanilla foam and pirate gold. And I really like that one. I thought it was excellent, especially for someone who doesn't drink. And I don't drink fruity drinks either. So to have an option that's kind of like a milk, I know everybody that knows me so well is rolling their eyes because they're like, of course she got the milk-based drink. So like, I love like that kind of drink. So it was perfect for me. I would 100% get that again. And it was excellent. So I very much enjoyed that. I also, if you're looking for food, the octopus is actually really good. Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a little weird. It was so delicious. So I would, if you're debating the octopus, I would say get it, try it. It was excellent. And then we got the corn griddle cakes, the one with the chicken, also really good. What's really nice about that is you can kind of split it. So if you wanted a couple different options, they have the island provisions as well, which is kind of like a charcuterie board in a weird way. And we didn't get that this time, but that's the next time we go, it's definitely on our radar, and we're going to get that, and probably the octopus again, to be perfectly honest. But the corn griddle cake was excellent as well. So they have really great food there, really great drinks, and I think you're going to have just a fantastic time. So enjoy, Thomas. It's great. It's a great party.
Dr. Kai backs up the octopus tentacles.
Yes, he does.
And he sent me a message on Twitter and told me. I was like,
yes,
it's spreading.
They're good.
I mean, that's what octopus tentacles do. They spread, but apparently they're very popular. Scott, do you have a drink recommendation from the Beacon Barrel?
Absolutely.
Skull?
Salty Seas Margarita.
Yes. Yeah.
You're killing me.
That's how you have to order it, Mike. And it is the
second or third, you definitely be ordering it.
It is the best. Well, you can't get a third, unfortunately. There, that makes me a little upset. Yeah, that's the best drink by far. I've had like 3 of them. I think I did try because we like kind of shared them around.
Yeah, shared them all around.
That was hands down my favorite. It has ube in it. And I love that Polynesian culture. You see that a lot in Hawaii. So love that they put the ube in it.
Interesting.
The one with the skull, I think that's the Plunder's Punch or something like that. Is pretty good. Note, you cannot order it though without the mug.
Yeah.
Right now. So
you have to buy the
you have to buy, so you got to spend like $45 on it.
That is smooth. That dude Disney's smooth with that. Yeah.
We did find a little work. We did find a little workaround. I'm not going to share what it is.
There we go. Don't share. Yeah. Though the one thing I will say though, if you are, it's an expensive mug, but right now it's the first edition, so like it'll be worth something someday, so for sure.
Yeah, ours is sitting on our nice little display. I'll put a picture of it in the clubhouse. It's got our Trader Sam's mugs and everything on it too, which is really good. Also, like the Siren's Whisper, that was kind of interesting drink, and our server put some mermaid teardrops in that drink, a little
Interesting.
special effect that go along with it. So it's a lot of fun. I think your experience really does depend on where you sit, though, because you could miss out on a lot of stuff, and they're gonna just kick
True.
you right out of there, which is unfortunate.
I
but-
agree with that. I think being in that main room is probably the best spot to be. We actually ended up standing at the bar, and I had a great time at the bar. So
That'd be a great
but
place to be.
yeah, but I think if you're in one of the other two rooms,
Yes,
yeah.
I was seated in the captain's quarters, and
I
you
can
can't
see-
really see much.
No, I can
happening
see
in
where
there.
that would be a little bit of a disappointment. Yeah.
But you can't really control where you sit.
No, you
Do
can't
have any
control
say
that.
in that at all. Like they just
No.
it's like predetermined. Like you have
It's
no
predetermined. I mean, yeah, it's.
I mean, we were a
based
group of 6, and we had a family of 3 sit at the same table with us. So
Mhm.
like you're gonna like be jam packed with
Oh,
other
yeah.
groups and stuff.
kind.
too.
It sounds like Oga's kind of.
A little
It
bit,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
But the food's way better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Way better. They need to up the food at Oga's. I mean, yeah, it's not.
But Thomas, get that salty seas margarita. It's delicious.
Margarita! Did you have the tentacles, Scott?
No, we didn't do that because we tried a couple the other dishes, but like
Yeah.
we just got done with. Did we get done with GO82 that day too? I don't know. We were having lots of fun.
There was lots of
But-
drinking. Yeah.
No,
didn't
we were
go-
going to I think we're going to Topolino. I had to go to that Be Our Guest podcast beignet thing, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
we're going to
Yeah,
Topolino's after that. I was just like, I can't eat all
That's
the
a lot of
but-
food.
You know, they always say octopus tentacles and beignets don't mix. I mean, I've heard that
I
my whole
mean,
life.
I'm happy to try it though.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas spent the afternoon at Trader Sam's. Even got a GO82 reservation earlier. He's living life. You kidding me?
Yep.
Going to Trader Sam's, going to GO82 and Beacon Barrel.
Great day
Is that the Triple Crown? I mean, it seems to be
for lounges. I'd say so. Yes.
for real. Next email. Check this out. Title: Mickey in his birthday suit.
Ooh.
That's getting read ASAP. That's
Yes.
you
It
win.
might take you off the air too. You never
Well,
know.
it could be. I mean, but that gets the email read for sure on this podcast. Here we go. It's from Kara. Hey, Mike. This might sound like an odd question, but do you or any of the team know if Mickey is ever seen in his birthday or any sort of birthday suit or accessory, like a party hat or something? Hoping the subject line got your attention. LOL.
It did.
We are due to be sailing on the Treasure, booked through Bennett the Magic for Less. Good job. On Mickey's birthday, which is also my husband's 50th birthday. And I would love to get a great picture of the two of them together. If Mickey doesn't dress up on his birthday, does anyone have any cute ideas so I can make a magical moment for the two of them? Thanks for all that you and the team do. I've been listening since 2014 and the time has flown by. You brighten my days and commutes with every episode. Thanks for bringing the Disney magic and the positive vibes all across the globe and to me here in the UK. Regards, Kara. Kara, that's awesome. I love emails like this because when I saw that come in, I was like, wait, what? But this is exactly how you get your email, right? At boom,
There
to
you
the
go.
top of the list. So I don't know, man. What about? I mean, there was that one
There was, but it
promotion
was-
where they had like, dude, this sounds so weird to say birthday suits. He was not naked. He had on like it was like that.
It's
that
confetti.
Confetti. Yeah, he had on the confetti.
Yes.
suit.
He did. That was for, I believe, his 90th birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say no, he doesn't dress up in special outfits on his birthday. However, I will say you're gonna be on a cruise. So the one place where he would be on a cruise because they have generally different outfits, but I'm gonna say most likely he probably wouldn't. The best thing I can say is, maybe bring, some party hats or things like that. Have your husband wear the party hat, see if what Mickey does with one. He might put it on his head. The other characters might do that too. I don't know, just kind of like place it on their heads. But yeah, I mean, Mickey will not more than likely be wearing a birthday outfit. That's the way to do that. On his birthday, most likely. So.
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to allow Mickey to add anything to his costume just because of like the character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it depends. I mean, if they've got a prop of like, they might be able to do something with the prop. That's what I'm saying. If they brought like a hat, like a
like a little cone
triangle hat.
a little cone. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, like just like super generic that said happy birthday, maybe.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. I just still doubt it. They're
I
pretty
don't know.
particular about the look of Mickey. Oh no, though. That's
I don't know. They do some interesting things though with like baby reveals and stuff like that. So
yeah. I mean, it can't hurt to ask.
yeah.
But dress your husband up. I mean,
Yeah, I would dress your husband up for sure. Yeah.
He's your husband. He's 50. He's good. You know, you gotta do that kind of stuff. All right, Jacob's got a question. One of my great guests over at the Magic for Less says, a parent's Disney dream after a family wish. I like that.
Ooh.
Hey, Mike, Pam, Ricky, and Scotty G. I'm sensing with here we go. I'm sensing witty subject lines are key to catching your attention.
Yeah, well, we've definitely got that.
There we go. Let's see. My family and I are heading out on an adult-only 3-night cruise on the Disney Dream in January without the kids, with stops in Nassau and Lookout Key. We took a family 4-night cruise on the Wish last summer as our first ever cruise and talk about it all the time. We're taking advantage of our onboard deposit from last summer. Is the subject line making sense now? I hear a lot about the fantasy, but not a lot about the dream. Give me the pros and watch outs of the dream for us to soak up for an adults only weekend. We have couples massages planned for the Nassau day on board and plan on relaxing by the beach at Lookout Key, which we have never been to. We are here for sunshine, fun drinks, snacks, naps, and Disney. Jacob down in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So, Scott, we actually talked about this. Was this Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night. Yeah.
We had this
tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, it's going to come out tomorrow on the feed because we compared like the Wish, like we compared ships within the class. And what did we come up with? Kind of the comparison that there's really not a lot of difference. It's the itineraries, right?
Yeah, the itineraries are really important. You kind of lean towards you like the second version of the ship better. So even though I think you like the Magic better than the Wonder, maybe.
Yeah,
perhaps.
Yeah, probably.
But like I've sailed, so I've been on 10 Disney cruises. I've been on the Dream 6 of those. And the Dream is, I would say, is kind of like my favorite. It's like my home ship almost because of that. It's the one I know the most. And I just really love it, and it was and I think we talked about this a lot, like Ricky and Mike, like it's almost like your first ship is kind of like your favorite because that's the one you got introduced to Disney Cruise Line. So like, I love the Dream. It was my first one. But I mean, there's some minor differences. Obviously, like the looks are going to be a little bit different on the Fantasy than the Dream, but I think it's a beautiful ship and so much to do for a 3 adult, like an adults only trip on 3 nights. That's going to be great.
I agree. Now, the Dream has not gone through the dry dock.
Yes, it has. It went through
it went through first. That's right.
Yeah, so I just went on it, and it has been through the dry dock. So it's got like Ramon's tacos now and all that stuff. Like, and
which the Fantasy will now match.
And the Fantasy is going to be doing that now too. But I love the atrium on the Dream. I love that carpet right there, and like the beautiful chandelier. It's just the decor is so great. It's just great. I mean, Evolution, like the district area, Mike, that's what we were talking about last night, is like how much we love the district out there. You got 687, you got the Evolution and all that. Pink, it's just an awesome spot to hang out.
Yeah, for Jacob, there's no drawbacks like between the Fantasy and the Dream. There's not. I mean, what we talked about was, I think the reason I like the Fantasy better was because we've done 7-night cruises on the Fantasy. When the Dream, we did 4 and 5-night cruises, and we got to go on the Fantasy. We got to go like to the Caribbean. Where on the Dream we did the Bahamas, which Caribbean's a little bit more exotic, and you get more sea days, and you get to do more fun. There's more activities on board. So I think that kind of, and I am a big fan of O'Gills, and Fantasy has the O'Gills, where the Dream doesn't have that venue. But but there's what's I'm trying to think what takes. Oh, it's 687. Which 687? Yeah. I love 687.
I know.
That's what
I think we did like a fantasy baseball draft thing in there once or something.
I played one time. I don't even know if you were on this cruise. I think this is Paige and I did this. Like, I don't even know what it was called. It was like it was one of those like weird, like, things they did in the middle of an afternoon that hardly anybody showed up for, like activity. But it was like some kind of soccer like game. You remember those electric football games? Where
oh my gosh, yes,
I know those. Set your people up right,
yeah.
And like you
and then the board just kind of shakes and plays out the play. Yeah,
it was like that, but it was like soccer or something with these like weeble wobble people. But it was weirdest thing. It was like you would only do that on a cruise, right? But we played that in 687, like by those reclining chairs. It was so fun though. Like we played it with like 8 people. I don't even know. I can't remember how we played it and who won or whatever, but it was wild. It was just an activity we played for like an hour. But 687 great video. Yeah, and the thing is, Lookout Key. Oh, you're gonna love Lookout for like an adult trip. It's got great little poolside bars if you want to get a drink. The beach there is beautiful.
If you can snag Apollo too, that would be really great too.
Absolutely.
I mean, all the ships Palos are incredible. I just did Remy on the Dream recently for the third time too. That is a great one, but I would ease into that. I think because that takes up on a 3-night cruise. That's like 4 hours.
Yes, it does.
Eating at Remy, so like time is kind of valuable. I mean, we did it on our 3-nighter, but still, I would snag Apollo if you can do that.
Apollo for sure.
Yeah, and I know that means missing one of the dinings. That's the thing about a 3-nighter, right? Like you only have one shot in each restaurant. So if you're doing Apollo, you're giving up one of those restaurants, but that's okay. They're all good. Don't worry. And then you'll just sail the ship again another time and see that restaurant.
Yeah, I'm doing a 3-nighter coming up, and I think we're gonna skip Palo. And I love Palo, but I want to see the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what we did when we took my in-laws on the Wish for a 3-night. Like we didn't want them to miss like any of the main restaurants, so we just skipped Palo on that when it happens.
And it's a new ship, right? So I don't want to miss. I mean, if I was gonna miss one, I want to miss Marvel because I've done Marvel twice now, and I'm not into Marvel, but it might be different on the Destiny. Who knows?
It might be. Because isn't it like Guardians on the Treasure or something?
Oh, is it? No, well,
it's a Guardians. It's Marvel, but it's a Guardians themed show.
Yeah, where it's like Ant-Man on the Wish.
Ant-Man
so it could be different on the Destiny. Yeah.
Dude, I have no idea. Like Spider-Man came popping out of one of them. I can't remember. And
that's the Wish.
Ant-Man was on one of them. I remember that. But it was all super.
They're fun. They're fun meals.
They were fun. But I mean, dude, this is a great like getaway for like an adult's trip, especially in January. Oh my gosh, from Arkansas. Yeah, you're gonna love that. All right, next question. Ooh, got a Disneyland question. I like this. From Michael. Hey, Mike and BOGP crew. My wife and I'll be headed to Disneyland for our very first time in January. While I run the Disneyland half and the 10K. The first leg of my coast to coast challenge. While I am a frequent Walt Disney World Run Disney runner, am very familiar with the Orlando events. I was wondering about what the key differences are for the West Coast races. I understand there isn't much of a post-race parking lot celebration, so I will have my celebratory beer later in the afternoon. But are there some other differences? Any differences in bag check or entry into the starting areas or character stops? Any notable expo differences? Also, since this is my first time at Disneyland, what are some not to miss attractions exclusive to Disneyland? And what are some of the skippable experiences that are carbon copies of the Florida attractions? We have a 4-day park hopper multi-pass tickets. So I think we should have more than enough time to see everything, but I'd still like to focus more of our time on the more unique West Coast park experience. Lastly, thoughts on not to miss foods and dining options. Thanks for your time and hope to see you on race day. Michael at Mike Runs the World. Go Vols.
This is like that would be a whole episode almost.
It is a whole episode. Okay, so first of all, the expo is a nut house at Disneyland. I don't like the expo at Walt Disney World. Now, you don't have to walk as much. But dude, it is insanity. It's just everybody's jammed into that Disneyland hotel. It's like claustrophobia in there for me on that Thursday. It's wild. But I mean, it's like they tell you to go here, go there, and you get your stuff pretty. I don't know. It's a lot. Like when you got to go, it's not that. I don't even know what it is. It's not even that bad. But it just seems like everybody's in like one's like jammed into that convention like room.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're not switching like.
You're not changing
different rooms you have to go into and things.
I mean, and you get to the good news is like you get to see like if you've run a lot of races, it's like a big reunion. You see everybody, which is really cool. I do like that, but it's like everybody's like it's a lot. Like, but you get to see everybody. So I guess that's not bad.
I actually don't mind the expo there. I'm kind of like the opposite of you on that because it gets me to the Disneyland hotel, which I love. It's not far really from it. Like where like you have to take the bus, depending on where you're staying, you could just walk to the expo, which is kind of nice, I think. And then, it just gets you kind of like into like the downtown Disneyland hotel area, which where Wide World of Sports, I don't know, I don't like it. I just never liked it. So like I honestly don't mind the expo there really, but
I just kind of I don't know. Like I get it. Maybe it's because like at Disneyland, I kind of want more merch than I do at Walt Disney World. Like at Walt Disney World, I don't care as much, but like Disneyland, I'm kind of like, that's my, I like it out there. Like the bag checks kind of similar. Staging areas are all similar. Character stops are similar out there.
So I would say the character stops are a little bit different because once you hit the open roads in Anaheim, you will not see characters. Whereas
you'll see characters, I just won't be the same.
Oh, you'll see some characters, all right, yeah. That's a good one, Mike. Once you leave like the theme parks at Walt Disney World and you're on like the main roads, they'll still be like Disney like things, right? They'll have like some movies playing sometimes in the background, or you might see some Haunted Mansion characters off to the side on World Drive and things like that. You won't see that in Anaheim because it's Anaheim, and like Disney doesn't own that area, so they really don't put things out there. They used to be better about having like more local entertainment. Like there'd be like a mile's worth of like hot rods one year, which was super cool. I think when you run by Angel Stadium, they might have like a mascot out there or something like that, but you really won't see Disney stuff only when you're in the theme parks, really.
What you might see is that'll be your character stop.
Taco Bell? Was that what that was?
You might see a few of those. That'd be your character stuff. Yeah, so let's get to his Disneyland stuff though. I mean, obviously in 4 days is plenty of time to see everything in both parks, honestly, because that's how much I'll be there, and I've wiped it out. Like, especially with multipass, dude, you're gonna love having Lightning Lane multipass out there. It's like you just feel like a rock star. But I mean, I would start with things like especially if you're there like the expo day, like if you can get in Disneyland early, hit Fantasyland at Disneyland, boom, wipe that out. Indiana Jones early, Lightning Lane that. I don't know, Scott, Rikki, what do you guys? I mean, I would focus on the unique stuff and go from there.
Yeah, you can just get so much done at Disneyland. I would avoid Tiana's Bayou Adventure just because of how wet you get. And
absolutely,
like if you're running, you don't want your shoes to get wet. I know you're a runner, you're going to have multiple pairs of shoes and all that, but especially like in January too, like might not be the best time to do it.
I saw they just introduced a trash can bin for used ponchos at the end of Tiana's. It was that's how wet you get. Yeah, it's disastrous.
I mean, I haven't ridden Tiana's out there yet, but just think about the old Splash Mountain. I never got more wet on any ride in my life.
I agree with you. I've never gotten more wet on anything in my entire life. Yeah,
I've never ridden it either out there, and I've watched people get off that thing. I'm like, God, I'm not even that wet when I get out of the shower. Like it's crazy.
It's wrenching.
I mean, I would love to, but I just know it's like gonna ruin the rest of my day.
Exactly.
I hate it when my shoes get wet. I can handle like my shirt and stuff. Like when my shoes and socks get drenched, because me and Joe Fickus have talked about this before. It's like someone is just pouring buckets on you, and like when you land, and that's what it feels like. There's just someone constantly pouring buckets on you, and it's just dripping all down your body to your feet, man. It's just like I don't want that.
I don't either.
Want that. But anyway, so avoid that basically is what I'm trying to say. Unless you really want to ride it, but if you go to World a lot.
Yeah, and you gotta do like the little things. Like this thing I think is like a World. You gotta do like the Storybook Canal boats. You gotta do like the Matterhorn. Like, you can't skip the even like the circus train. Like I know as stupid as that sounds, like one time take a spin on the circus.
I love the train. Yeah.
I know. Like
Casey Jr. train is so great.
Casey Jr. train, like it's so cool. Like in Small World out there. Got to do that. Is it back open? Yeah, it's back open. It wasn't open last time I was there.
But I mean, you'll be able to do everything though. That's the thing. When you have that multi-pass, like it'll get you on the big rides quickly, and then you just do some of those smaller ones throughout the day. That's the beauty of like Disneyland, is that 2 parks, but they have just as many attractions as the 4 parks in World. So it's easier to like maneuver, because you don't have to go to 4 different parks. You can just bounce between the 2 and get stuff done easily.
Yep. And you got to get that thing that my favorite snack is right across there from the Matterhorn at that Edelweiss Snacks. It's like a brat inside of a pretzel. Oh, it's so good. And then your go-to counter service place is Red Rose Tavern in Disneyland and Fantasyland. I love that place. What else for snacking and eating?
Corn dog.
Yeah, corn dog.
Gotta get a corn dog.
Gotta get a beignet.
I mean, I like Rancho del Zecolo for my counter service. Yeah, I think I go there 2 or 3 times a trip, even sometimes. Like I just love that place. This is kind of weird, but I love to get the Disneyland corn. Like Mike, you know this, man. I love the corn, and like for some reason at Disneyland, I think the corn is just better. I'm just gonna say.
I agree. That's good.
Yep, the beignets, and now they have the beignets.
Beignets
with,
and French
they
Quarter.
have like savory beignets in
Or French Market, not French Quarter.
yeah, back in Northern Square. Yeah, and it's just so good. Just discovery, just like walk around, see something, get it. I love it. So fun.
The cookies, you gotta get those cookies too.
Oh yeah, at Harbor Galley. Yeah, the little cookie stop. Oh man, you get like a dozen. Oh my god, so good. Okay, let's see here. This one just came in today. Let's see. It's from Nicole. Hey, BOGP crew. We're headed down to Walt Disney World the last week of January. We're celebrating my daughter's birthday. She's going to be turning 3 in February. We decided to go with a dining plan for 4 adults, and I plan on utilizing character meals. What are some of your suggestions for places to dine? We plan on going to Akershus for breakfast, and we want to try to get Topolino's for the rest for our rest day or our departure day. Thanks for your suggestions, Nicole. So they're going to be going down late January looking for some good character dining suggestions. Dining plan is key because with a dining plan, you don't have to worry about the bill. This is where I would say Chef Mickey's is a good use of the dining plan.
Ooh, that's a good choice, actually. Yeah,
I love Hollywood and Vine.
Really?
Liz and I just went there, just the two of us over wine and I, because I think it's 100% now going to be mini seasonal dine in the morning.
Yes,
so,
I know. Brian and I think are going to try it because they switched over to mini seasonal dine now for breakfast, and I think because I really want to try it. Yeah.
And I love that breakfast. It's so good. I even liked it. I mean, I liked it when it was the Disney Junior, but like, because I think that is one of the most unique food spreads for a breakfast buffet.
Okay. You're selling me on it. I like it. All right.
They had a salmon, like, I don't know if you like salmon bagels, but they have a salmon bagel like casserole on their menu, which is really great. But like, has all those great things. The ice cream machine is fully functioning at breakfast time. So hello, I make a Scotty G like crazy Sunday when I'm there. But it's just the outfits. I love those mini seasonal outfits at Halloween or at Christmas. At the end of January, I don't know what it is necessarily. Maybe it's transitioning to maybe like some Valentine's Day. Is this romantic?
It'd be sweet. That'd be cute.
But I would just say, like, don't overlook that Hollywood and Vine breakfast buffet. I think it's actually like a really hidden gem, and you get to see like Minnie and Mickey, like the classic characters there. So don't overlook that one.
Yeah, that Topolino's, I would say Chef Mickey's is a good use.
Garden Grill is a good one.
And Crystal Palace is always a go-to. I mean, I love Tigger, right? So I always had to throw in Crystal Palace there.
Crystal Palace is really good too. I mean, because you're
so good, man.
It's such a great venue. Like being in there is like, I don't know. There's something about eating inside Crystal Palace.
And you can see, like, depending on where you're seated, you can see the castle from where you are. Like, it's so great.
It's like right there, like on the hub. I mean,
just like, how light and cheery it is.
The castle you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in the castle, yeah, it's cool. Like, I mean, I've eaten in Cinderella's Royal Table like eons ago when Mallory was little, and it was awesome, right? I mean, it's the castle, right? I mean, it's cool, but you can't see like out into the park. Unless like you have a table, and we didn't have a table like up against the window or anything, so you couldn't see. Like in Crystal Palace, you can see that you're in the Magic Kingdom.
No,
like,
that's true.
Awesome.
I might have to book a Hollywood and Vine for me, Liz, and Emily now. It'll be Christmas time. I'm just thinking about that.
Oh yeah, because
it'll be weird back-to-back trips to go to Hollywood and Vine for breakfast. But I'm telling you, I love those characters in there.
I'm looking at it too, actually. So You're selling me on it.
I thought that they just worked all this out. Now you can cut those days off again and go back to your normal schedule, Scott. That's
I mean, if I got the time off approved today for that extra day, it's just saying.
I love it. Scott changed his flights because he was worried about not getting down there.
Oh, so I got breaking news from Beth because I was hoping she would listen because I knew she loves Hollywood and Vine like I do. They're dressed like they're going to a movie premiere that time of year. Like that's cool because it's Hollywood Studios.
So they're gonna have like I guess like tuxedos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like the red carpet look. I feel like maybe.
I was going to a movie. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
I love it.
That's a great idea. Thank you for that tip. That's awesome. All right, well here let's close out with that mini trip report from listener Tim that I promised he sent us. So he said he wanted to give a quick recap of his wine and dine weekend. He said All Star Sports was great for this solo trip. And said even hit the pool a couple of evenings to relax and before bed and an early rise for the races. So he was down for the races. So Scotty was down there same time as you. So he said on Friday, he had his first flight out of Philly to Orlando, like getting out early and starting the vacation as early as possible. When he does solo trips, usually uses Mears Connect. It says it was $16 each way, usually less than an Uber. And I've never had to wait more than 10 minutes for the bus to depart
nice.
for the hotel. Says, I grabbed a quick snack and a beer at the end zone food court before dropping my bags at Bell Services and heading to the expo. My buddy Phil, who lives in Orlando that I ran with, was there on Thursday and said the lines were crazy. Friday was smooth, in and out.
Was it our friend Phil? No.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, there's probably more than one Phil, but
I know.
I live in Orlando. I was thinking the same thing. My original plan was to head to Typhoon Lagoon after the expo, but my room became available while I was on the way to ESPN. By the time I made it back to the resort, grabbed my bags and groceries from Bell Services and got settled into the room, it was 3 p.m. Bonus. My room was in the Hoops Hotel section right under the Wolverines pennant. Go Blue.
Oh, look at this.
I made a change of plans and headed to Disney Springs for an early dinner as the alarm clock will be going off at 2:30 a.m. for the 10K. Had dinner at the bar at the Polite Pig. Man, I love that place. It's a must-do for my wife as well when we go down as a family. I had the slider trio and a few sweet tea old fashions. Quite tasty. Hit the pool for a quick dip and then off to bed. And
I could have hung out with Tim while I was down there. I'm just saying.
And he sent a picture of those sliders. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta not do that. Like,
I was at Topolino's that night though, so like we're both winning. I feel like
some old fashions and some Polite Pig sliders. He won the day. Saturday, up early and grabbed the buses to Epcot for the 10K. I always love the camaraderie of the bus that early in the morning. Excited for the race, but question why we do this to ourselves. LOL. I try to go back to sleep, but
yeah,
camaraderie.
I mean, people like to have the energy early in the morning. Not me though.
Yeah, me neither. I just like try to tune out. But
I was bummed that my bus got there in like 6 minutes. Like, dang, that's not enough time for a nap.
I know. I just wanted to take its time. Anyway, this was Phil's first organized race ever. So this was definitely not our
friend Phil.
This is not our Phil. Yeah, not our Dino. I told him when we decided to do this that I would stick by his side and see him to the finish line of both races. I don't even know what our times were for either race, as I was solely focused on us crossing the finish line ahead of the balloon ladies, which we did. After the race, I took the bus back to sports and grabbed a quick shower back to Epcot, as I had a Guardians Lightning Lane and wanted to hit the wine and dine food booths. Favorites included griddled cheese from the Grease booth, and I'm just terrible at foods, risotto style grilled beef from the Flavors of Fire. Walked onto Remy's in the single rider line and then used my Lightning Lane at Guardians. By that point, Phil had met me at Epcot. He's an annual pass holder. And we hit the China booth as it was the only one with a shorter line. It was about 1 p.m. on a Saturday during Food and Wine, and it was getting packed. We hopped to Animal Kingdom. I had a Flight of Passage Lightning Lane at 3:30. It was hot by that point, especially at Animal Kingdom. We were able to snag a table that was covered by the roof at Dawa Bar and sat down and had a few drinks while waiting for the Lightning Lane to come up. It was a great time reflecting on the 10K and trying to keep Phil's spirits up about the half marathon the next morning. He was starting to feel it in his legs from the 10K that morning. It was time for me to ride Flight of Passage, so we headed home, and I made my way to the Valley of Moara after Avatar. I used single rider to walk on to Expedition Everest. I grabbed a margarita at Thirsty River and strolled my way back to the front to head back to the resort for the night. Jumped in the pool for a bit, grabbed a pizza at the end zone food court, and called it a night.
Wow.
I like the way Tim does this.
He does good.
He does a few rides, a couple of drinks, pizzas, and good food. Tim rocks. We got to do a race weekend with Tim. Sunday. Okay, I got to hear about Phil's half marathon here. Here we go. I'm intrigued. See, I love trip reports. This is why the podcast started back in the day. I was reading trip reports just like this. Like, we should do these on audio. Okay. Up early again on the buses at Epcot. I was sitting by myself and a woman asked if she could sit next to me as the bus was filling up. We made small talk on the ride to the race. She was from Pennsylvania as well, but an hour or so away from where I live. But she said she had family in my area. Turns out I coached her nephew in Mighty Might football. Small world. That's how it always happens at these races. I'm telling you, stuff like that always happens. I was super proud of Phil. He was tight from the 10K, but we got into his corral a little earlier for the half to give ourselves some more room between us and the balloon ladies. Running through Epcot and Hollywood Studios was great, but man, that stretch from the Swan Reserve past Coronado down to Blizzard Beach, then backtracking up to World Drive felt like it lasted forever. Phil was starting to fade at this point, but he kept up the work and finished strong. It was a great accomplishment for him and something no one can ever take away from him. So, Scott, you were there. How was that stretch from Swan Reserve past Coronado down to Blizzard Beach and backtracking up to World Drive? Was it fun?
It was fun. Yeah, sure. But actually, you know what, though? That was one of the few areas where you may have saw some spectators because a lot of people came out from Coronado and cheered. So that was good, right? So you got to see them going towards Blizzard Beach, and on your way out, you got to see some spectators. So I thought that was pretty nice.
That's cool. All right. He says, I had an 80 gar for Phil's wife and me at homecoming for brunch after the half, but I could tell as we were getting our snack boxes and medals that he was in no shape for that. I told him I canceled the ADR and he could go home and get some rest. After grabbing a shower, I gave my son a call as he was getting ready for the first round of playoffs in football. After a quick pep talk to him, I took the bus to the Magic Kingdom and the monorail to the Polynesian. I was going to head over to, I can never pronounce it, Wailulu. Why can I never say that? But it started raining while I was on the monorail. Stopped for a bit at Tambu Lounge and had a back scratcher and a Mai Tai waiting for the rain to stop. After the rain, I made it to Wailulu and had a great lunch. Back to the All-Stars, grabbed a power nap, and then off to Wine and Dine after party. After party was great. I hit a few more Wine and Dine booths and called it a night by 11 p.m. All right, we're running long, so I'll leave it there. But I'll tell you what, Tim did it right. And I'm glad he didn't push Phil because you know what? It sounds like you took him to the limit. You got him to the finish line 2 times. Homecoming would have been great. But I mean, Scott, it sounds like that was a real successful weekend and the weather held up for the most part for the races and for the.
Yeah, it was just a little warm, I would say, on Sunday. But yeah, like for the most part, the weather held up. At the Epcot after party, it did rain a little bit. So it rained like after the race, like the afternoon I was in Magic Kingdom, it rained. Stopped for a little bit, then it picked up again at the after party. So there was a little bit of weather, but didn't have it for the races. So that was the most important thing.
Good job. Congratulations to Phil. And it's always good to have a buddy like Tim who's going to get you to the line. So, Tim, well done. Sure. And I'm telling you what, man, you did a wine and dine race weekend the right way. Good food, good drinks, good attractions, good times in the parks. Got your medals, got your shirts. You just had a good time. And you shared it with all of us. That's what I love. You took time to write it down, give us some to have fun with here on a Wednesday. So we appreciate that so much, Tim. Thank you so much for that. And if you guys want to submit a little mini trip report, send it in. You have questions, we need them in the queue. Always send those in to Mike at brguestpodcast.com. Get right on the show. Those little headers, urgency, decide how urgent they have to be. Put them in the header there. And we'll go with it. So send those again to Mike at brguestpodcast.com. Don't forget today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We're standing by to help you plan amazing Disney adventures. Pam Forrester right now and a couple from the team are on the Disney Destiny this week. So check them out over on the Magic for Less socials. You get to see all the latest on that ship. Looks pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And if you want to sail, do that. Book that for you. Get you a nice onboard credit. Get you down to Walt Disney World, out to Disneyland, even seeing the world with Adventures by Disney for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at the magicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's brguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Anytime you do that shopping this holiday season, that helps us out. And you can become a patron of the show, just $5 a month. And for that support, get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Thanks to everybody who does that. If you'd like to join us, patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You can give us all a follow on the social media. I'm at BeOurGuestMike. That's Instagram, x.com, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT. You can also check him out, of course. Must See Adventures on YouTube. Rikki's at Rikki Nibs, RIKKINIBS. You can check her out at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com on YouTube as well. Don't forget, we have the Clubhouse, BeOurGuestPodcast.com/Clubhouse. Free for everybody. Your invitation's waiting right there. Join us. It's a wild, fun place. It's great. Be there. And a live show this Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. We open up the phone lines and take your calls. It's a ton of fun. Got to be there. It's like a great way to end the weekend. All right, we're going to be back on Friday, and here's what we're going to be doing. It's kind of like the Oscars. We're going to give awards for the best supporting attraction in the lands. Then we got the big eTickets, right? You got like Space Mountain, you got Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you got Expedition Everest, you got all the big guys. They always win the big awards. They're always the main characters, as my wife says. My wife says, "Don't be the main character." I'm like, but I like being the main character. Don't be the main character. So we're going to go into the lands and say, what are those little small things, the small attractions, the small little experiences in each land they're there and they make the land sing. So they're the best supporting attractions in the lands that are so special that you might not even really notice that much. But man, if you took those out, it would really kind of sink the lands. We're gonna talk about the award for the best supporting attraction goes to, and see what you go with. So we'll see what we say, and then we can play that game over the weekend with your family. All right, so come on back for Friday for that. Until then, we'll see you then. So for Rikki and Scott, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Oh, June's right. We did miss Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that's a good one.
I didn't even see that until just now because I was blabbering.
Oh, I forgot I was muted. When you went, I thought you like said we're gonna say like I forgot to hit the record button.
I know, right? I was like, no!
That'd have been like, ah!
I'm gonna grab a. I know this is like an audio podcast, really, but I'm gonna grab a accessory really quick for this episode. It'll be like 10 seconds.
All right.
Get an Oscar. I know somebody's turned up the heat in this house, dude, because it has got.
By the way,
above me.
It was snowing on my drive home. I'm not lying.
Georgia?
It was legit
it's
snowing when I was driving home.
What is it right now? Where's the? Oh, I can't see it. It doesn't say. Oh, it's 35. Yes, dude. Somebody just cranked up the heat in here, though.
Our heat's on pretty high right now too.
I know what it is. Mallory got home.
She
gets because she doesn't pay the heating bill.
Right.
It's like because it doesn't get hot unless I have these lights all on and then I close the door. Like,
yeah, of course.
Smoking hot. You got your prop?
Yes, I do have a prop. I had to go to Emily's room for it.
Oh my gosh.
She had a bunch of things hanging on it, like her valedictorian medal and all this. So I'll have to remember to put all that stuff back on when I take it back.
Oh my gosh, it snowed in Charlotte. Dude, what's wrong with this weather? It's too soon. Too soon. Okay, here we go. 2797. 2797. Welcome to episode 2797 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for an awesome weekend as we sneak up here on Thanksgiving here in the States. And I don't know if we said it, but happy Thanksgiving to our friends up in Canada a few weeks ago. Gosh, you guys had it early and hope you had a good one. We appreciate you guys.
And happy Veterans Day too. That was this week as well.
Yeah, we said that on Monday. You guys aren't on the Monday show, but yes, we did say that. And always happy Veterans Day to our vets.
Well, happy thanks to the veterans. We can say that.
Happy thanks to the veterans.
Yeah,
yes.
Happy thanks Veterans Day. Yes, I'm sporting my Veterans Day stuff all day today. Here, of course, 99% of our audience doesn't see the video. That's the whole. Again, youtube.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You guys always talk about your video. We have video too. I mean,
we do.
I always tell my wife, nobody wants to see my face. Like, that's why we do audio. We just do video because it's easier to record the audio this way. But if you ever want to see the stuff we talk about before we hit record, there's a lot more to the show. You just go to YouTube.
And I have a prop for today. So 99% of you are missing out on the prop for this.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is a little pre-show and post-show that you don't hear on the audio feed. So if you want to check that out, there are props. You'd see me drink my Coke Zeros in between, while everybody else is talking. I mean, there's little stuff, not much, but come on over. All right. Anyway, we're going to have a good time today with I think it's going to be a fun show. I got the idea from Dan Patrick sports radio commercial that it just keeps playing on Sirius XM. So we'll see how this goes. Scotty G, Must See Adventures in the house, getting ready for a big weekend. Scott, what's on the agenda for this weekend? What you got going on?
Hopefully some relaxation because like last weekend it was
you're not going to go down to East Lansing and hit the clubs this weekend, huh?
That is not on the itinerary, but Mike, you never know. Like
sure,
if you showed up, like I will take you to the East Lansing clubs. I
promise I'm not going to ask you to do that.
No, hopefully just some video editing, thinking about getting caught up on work because I'm going to be missing like the week of Thanksgiving, so I want to make sure work is in a good spot and all that. So kind of like a lame weekend, but much needed before you go for travel the next week after. So
God, those weekends sound good though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's how it looks right now.
That's true.
People know we record this a little early, so you never know what might change.
Best laid plans never happen. I know, like I love going to Mizzou games, but man, I hate that this game's a late. it's a late kick too. Like a Saturday night game.
Ooh,
I used to get
those are
so
tough.
hyped for the late kick. Now because they announced the kick times 2 weeks ahead of time, and when I see like, oh, we got the late kick, I'm like, I used to get so hyped for that. Now I'm like, oh, why couldn't we get the mid-afternoon game?
Oh, how things have changed.
Because we live 2 hours from it's just
I know.
it's
You used to stay overnight, I feel like, back in the day.
we did. We should. We're not. We're
A
driving.
dog will do that to you. Having a dog will make you change that.
That
a
is
little bit.
true. That is true. And I love that dog. That dog, yeah. Riley's she sits on the other side of the door right now and just listens to our podcast. She only gets to hear one. She
listens to it more than Pam does.
100%. I mean, but the thing is, she's gonna hear you guys. That was super loud.
Yeah,
sorry about that. Just blasted you.
Hello, happy Friday.
Exactly, because of the dong. The dong is recorded lower. Okay, the Taco Bell dong.
We have another wonderful guest,
yes, we do.
Or whatever we're called.
Do I get to join in? I don't know.
DisneyWorldAfterAll.com, mouseforless.com. What's up, Rikki? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Am I here? Do I exist?
That's why, because I got to get that level, because I got to keep moving the slider on that. Yes, go ahead.
You're here. You exist.
I am below you guys, right? Okay.
Yes,
all right.
I mean, you got your whole section there.
All right, cool. I've got my own section.
Middle square. Yeah.
This is like Hollywood Squares.
Kind of.
I'll take O for the block.
Yeah, exactly. Rikki for the Cats game.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No. So
all right, so let's jump in because we've already taken 10 minutes. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna give Rikki the first pick here.
Oh.
So let me explain what we're doing here. So I kept hearing this commercial for like ever. In the Dan Patrick Show, basically was talking in sport. I listen to sports radio all the time, and he kept talking about how in the Heisman race, it's always a quarterback's award because it's supposed to go to like the most outstanding college football player every year, right? And rarely does somebody win it over the past few years other than a quarterback, because obviously they're kind of the center of attention. But sometimes, Desmond Howard has won the Heisman. He was not a quarterback. Reggie Bush has won. Got in trouble later. He was not.
Hey, he got it back though.
He did get it back. I mean, time heals all wounds. But mostly lately, it's been a quarterback award. People that are nominated for the Heisman. So he was just having this debate on his radio. It was just a promo. I don't even listen to his show. I have no idea what he said on his show, but the commercial plays incessantly. So I was thinking, oh man, this is a great idea, because at Walt Disney World, you have all the lands have their big e-tickets, but that isn't really what makes a land. Like, I mean, on a football team, yeah, you got to have a quarterback, but I mean, the quarterback isn't what makes a football team. I mean, that's important. I mean, Mizzou knows that. Our guy broke his ankle. He didn't break his ankle, but he's out because of a hurt ankle. Got a starting freshman quarterback now, and A&M whooped us. So you got to have these other supporting folks around that make the land or make the team. So I thought we'd go land by land and talk about, like, if you're jumping into Tomorrowland, or, you're in Asia at Animal Kingdom, or in, say, just take Japan in World Showcase, or, a part of the Galaxy's Edge in the studios. Take out, we're not talking about Smuggler's Run, but what's a small attraction that makes that land sing, that doesn't get the credit, but man, it wins the award for being the best supporting attraction. So something that jumps out is just not getting the credit, but it needs kind of a little award for being the best supporting attraction. So Rikki, give us a land and give us the best supporting attraction. So kick us off here.
All right. Well, you mentioned the first one I'm gonna kick us off with, and that's Tomorrowland. Because that is just one of the quintessential, when you think of Walt Disney World, you think of Tomorrowland, and of course you're going to think of Space Mountain. That's what you think of when you think of Tomorrowland. That's the quarterback right there. But for me, my best supporting attraction, and I think this is going to be the best supporting attraction for a lot of people, and that's going to be the Tomorrowland People Mover. I think that's just, I mean, honestly, the TTA it's such a classic. It's not one that for most people, you're not going to Walt Disney World for, but it's quintessential in the fact that you get to ride the People Mover, you get to experience all the other attractions in the land by riding this attraction. It's got such a classic like audio to it. It's a perfect overview attraction. And I wish more lands had these kind of overview attractions for people, because I think that would be so cool to be able to, see what all the other lands have. But the fact that the People Mover even exists is so huge. So, I mean, that right there, I think is, if you could give a Heisman for supporting attraction, I feel like that would be one of the attractions that you would do it for, because it's so classic Disney and such a great attraction.
I would agree with that. I mean, if I was going to give one to Tomorrowland, Scott, what do you feel for Tomorrowland? Would you go with that? I would.
Yeah, I was actually going to go with something else just to be different, because that's what I do. Because I mean, yeah, like I totally hear what Ricky's saying, but I almost feel like that's almost like the main attraction sometimes these days. Like
sometimes these days, yeah, exactly.
In our community. But let me get going with accepting the award.
You got the Oscar, the Mickey.
Stop!
The Golden Mickey, my favorite show.
Yeah, accepting the Golden Mickey for Tomorrowland from the Scotty G World has got to be the Carousel of Progress.
That's a good call too.
Because like, man, you could just sit in that theater, and you always say this, Mike. It's like you're almost like talking to Walt. You feel like sometimes.
I do feel like,
and soon you will be.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Soon you're gonna be talking to Walt. Yeah.
But I love old time like music and stuff, and like you hear some like great like 30s, 40s jazz in that show. That just like in the Halloween scene, I just love the background loop there. I used to listen to it all the time on Magical Miles Radio, all the time. It always came on during lunch too, and it just got me so excited like when I would hear that. But 20 minutes, you sit in the theater, you go around, it's classic Disney. So that would be my best supporting attraction in Tomorrowland.
I think this makes you Ensign Benson with that Golden Mickey there. By the way, for people that are old time Disney Cruise Line sailors there, you just see the blue jumpsuit. You know what? I'm going to go.
Bob Iger still show up on that?
Maybe. I don't know if he does. I'm going to go deep here. Okay. Since let's all give one for Tomorrowland, since those are kind of what we're doing here real quick. I'm going to go even deeper than you guys. I'm giving the best supporting attraction to the Tomorrowland palm trees.
Nice.
You take them out of Tomorrowland, it is no longer Tomorrowland, and they're just, dude, if they're gone, forget it.
I agree with you.
Elizabeth,
if they ever take those out, we riot.
I love those palm trees.
I love them too.
Tomorrowland. Me too. They're the bomb.
My family dislikes Tomorrowland for some reason, and they do not like the palm trees. I think they're fantastic.
Oh, wait. They don't like the palm trees. How?
No, they just don't care for Tomorrowland in general, really.
Well, it's time to disown them. It's fine. It's good. It's all good.
Scotty G, give us a land and a supporting attraction.
All right. I was gonna stick with the Magic Kingdom. Kind of easy, right, to do. I was gonna hop over on the other side over to Adventureland. And there's some good things there. You got some heavy hitters like a Jungle Cruise, like a Pirates of the Caribbean. So those are some big attractions. But I have always been a fan, and I can't even think the name of it right now. But it's like the Jack Sparrow like treasure game that you do.
That's exactly what I was gonna think you were gonna say. As soon as you started talking, I was like, that's where it's going.
Accepting the best supporting attraction for Tomorrowland. Is I'll get the name right. I'll fire up the Google here in a second, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You get your treasure map.
Is that even still there?
Yes, it's still there. Yes,
it's still there.
Over Wyandotte.
Like there's a canon component to it, right? I remember
there's all sorts of things. Like someone jumps out of the water, kind of like over by the Jungle Cruise, and then like in the shop, there's like a parrot in like a cage or whatever. Like
I remember
all over the place, and like. Then Jack Sparrow like talks to like, well, good job there, matey. Now you got to move on to the next part of your adventure. Yeah. Like, it's so cool. Like, we've always had a lot of fun doing that game. On a day where like the lines are busy for all the attractions in Adventureland, just hop over there, get your map, and just get you all over the land. I think it's so much fun.
I feel like I've done that in 10 years, and I swear I thought it was gone. Because
it's been a long time since I've done it too, but it's definitely still there. Because when I went to Beacon Barrel, I went to record over by one of the areas where they do some of the pieces of the story for that game, and there were definitely people like who had their maps, and they were doing
called the Pirates Adventure is what
Pirates
it's called.
Adventure. Yeah, they were definitely doing the Pirates Adventure. Yeah. So.
And that place used to be back in the day a ticket booth where you bought your your A, B, C, D, and E tickets.
And at the time of recording, it was open from noon to 6 p.m. today.
Yeah, it's got a limited window.
Because they got to have a cast member to give you because you got to scan your Magic Band or your Park Media. Because it's smart because they don't want everyone going to the same locations at the same time. So that's
True.
why you got to scan in. You got to get a certain map so that Mike is going over to Jungle Cruise,
True.
Ricky's going over to the Tiki Birds or whatever it is. It kind of like gets you all over the place so that not everyone's playing the same exact timeline at the same time. It's so
You know what it is? It's kind of like a remnant of Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom.
It is.
Yes, it is. It's like a smaller version, kind of. I feel like.
Yeah.
And that was so popular. God, yeah, man, I totally forgot about it. That's so good. And you know what? I bet you this is why I love doing these kind of shows. They're kind of corny and dumb, but like I totally forgot that was even a thing. Like I want to do that again. Like I might do that over marathon weekend. I'll just pick up that map and go around by myself and just because it is fun. I mean, it's something to do, and that's one of those things like you could do that, and it doesn't like you don't have to wait in a line. It's more and kids will eat this up. And
it gets you all over the area.
It does. And you have to explore.
That's why it's the best supporting actor because it gets you all through Adventureland.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, June's asking, do you still get a Pirates Fast Pass?
That I don't know because I haven't done it in a long time.
I haven't either.
I still love it. But you know what? I might have to do that on an upcoming trip here soon.
Yeah.
This is getting better and better. Oh, do you go if you finish it? Do you get to go over to Beacon Barrel and get a margarita? What was that called?
The high seas margarita or something like that. Yeah. When I ordered that the first time, I said yes. I'll like the seas margarita, and he was like, "What was that drink again? Like, come on now, think about it."
You go for it, huh?
And then we just had fun with it. I'm gonna have a lot of video about that once I finally share it. But yeah, I wonder if there's a new spot in there. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Well, actually, it can't be in there because they don't let everyone in there.
That's true. It's hard to get in there. You'd have to complete it like walking, doing a handstand or something. All right, so mine, I'm going to give my best supporting attraction in Adventureland for the sake of nostalgia, which is kind of my thing. The Swiss Family Treehouse.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because it's a relic of days gone by, and it's been there. It's done its duty. You know, it stands the test of time. It's not doing much. You know, there's really no moving parts to it other than the thing that does the water. But it's also a good place, you know, if you need to get your steps on your Apple Watch. Good thing to, you know, get your stairs in.
Yeah, you just need to get more steps on a day.
100%. Well, I mean, if you got to get your your flights of stairs, you can do that. It's a great place to take pictures. I do like taking pictures up there, like shooting out towards the castle. Those are great pictures, especially like at sunset. That's basically why I go up there. But it's one of those things. It just reminds me of like days gone by. You know, there's not many more attractions like that, and you obviously never have to wait in a line. But I mean, 90% of the time, I'm just like, I don't need to climb, 70 feet into I do it at Disneyland though. I don't know why, because Disneyland just got the redo.
I like theirs better. Whoa, that came out. I like theirs better.
I think I do too. There's
still talking in that pirate voice, Mike.
I do too. I like Disneyland's better too. But I do enjoy when I go up there. But it's one of those things like, are you dragging your carcass like out of Adventureland to try to get back to your hotel and you're just wore out? But I guess it depends like when it catches, like when you pass it, do I want to do all that? Because it's a lot of effort, but I am going to give it part of that. Rikki, what about Adventureland? What would you give it to?
So I'm going to give it to something that probably not a lot of people would think about, but it's something you pass every single time. Maybe try to avoid, but you definitely pass it. And that's going to be the Leaky Tikis in Adventureland.
That's a good one. When you said Leaky,
I
got me a little worried.
Yes, Leaky Tikis. They're the giant totem poles that squirt water. A lot of times they're great on a hot day if you just need to get a little bit of refreshing water, mist, whatever. They do have some mist as well. It depends on the time of day and things like that. But the Leaky Tikis, they're definitely not something that people are planning a trip around. But man, they you just watch as little kids just run around trying to avoid getting soaked or trying to absolutely get soaked. And it's so much fun. It's such a great little side adventure in Adventureland. So.
I had no idea that's what they were called.
They're called the Leaky Tikis.
Leaky Tikis. That's more fun.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Either that or I just made that up, and now that's what we're gonna call them. So
we're going with we're definitely going with Leaky Tikis.
I'm pretty sure that's their official name, but maybe I made it up.
Leaky Tiki.
Yeah. And June says, can't believe nobody picked the Tiki Birds. The Tiki Birds were going to be, it was between Tiki Birds and Swiss Family Treehouse, but I thought Tiki Birds was more e-ticket.
I did too.
Because of the history of Walt. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a little bit more like towards e-ticket.
I agree.
It's the icon. It's the weenie, as they would say, of the land.
That is why.
Pirates, yeah.
I was in Jungle Cruise. That's why I kind of threw those three out in my mind. But yeah, that was on there. Okay, so my pick, we're just gonna. I can never remember the new Epcot names. I'm brain dead on those. We're going the old Future World.
Okay, wait, we have to pick one out of Future World?
Well, I mean, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe we'll go twice. I don't know.
Let's go half the park. That's
what are we
fine.
doing here? What do we do? Okay. What do we want to do then?
No, go ahead.
No, I like it.
Let's go that side.
Which side?
There's nothing on the other side at this point. I mean, the Mission Space and Guardians.
No, Test Track is open. Well, okay, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
There's not much really to go with over there.
No, you're right. Okay.
Actor.
All right, go with the entire World Showcase. It's fine. Our Future World. Go with the entire Future World.
We still have like Animal Kingdom in the studios and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to make the show super long. We're gonna have to go like 7 hours. Okay, so we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna take Turtle Talk with Crush.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's great, but I don't do it very often. But man, it's still so fun. Like I think everybody walks out of there like laughing or like. Because everything's unique, you know what I'm saying? Like you walk out of there and like, oh, that kid was hilarious. You know how honest he was and how quick-witted Crush was, or Squirt. Whoever interacts with the kids and the adults in the theater. It's an experience that's repeatable because you don't know what you're going to get. It's cool. It's small interactive thing, and again, it's one of those things that I think it was really hyped up a decade ago. Still going on, but I think a lot of people just skip it, and it kind of supports the. Of course, Living Seas whole thing. So
I think it's great. I love it. We used to not be able to go as much because Emily just always had this fear of like having to talk during it, or like having us like make sure she sits in the front and all that. And we're like, no, you don't have to do that, And now that she's like an adult, right? Like, we go in there and have fun. But I like it more than I would say than the laugh floor too. In Magic Kingdom, I feel like I just laugh more in Turtle Talk because I think it's more fun to see kids getting embarrassed than like adults. I don't know why. It's just fun. It's cute, but it's weird when you go in there and it's like just 3 adults to Turtle Talk. I'll tell you, that's kind of weird standing in that line and like, oh, we're the only people that are going to this that don't have a kid with them. It's like a little different, but that's a great pick.
I think that's why I do go to laugh floor though more. Well, one because it's right on the like thoroughfare for Tomorrowland, right? And I'm like, I got 10 minutes. It's
bigger theater
right
too.
Yeah, and that is it. And that I don't know why it's such dad humor. Like, but I do sweat it. Like,
they're great. I like them both. They're both.
I do like both.
Getting supporting.
Yeah, I do like laugh floor too. Like, I mean, I don't mind being the main character in there, but I don't necessarily want to be like unless I'm with a bunch of friends. Especially if I just go in there like on a solo trip. I definitely don't want that spotlight on me. I don't need it if I'm. Now, if like I'm there with Pam and I want to embarrass her, like that's cool, but I don't need it if I'm by myself. Okay, Rikki, what about a whole chunk of Epcot? What are you gonna go with?
The entirety of Epcot. No, the chunk there. Just that world. I'm gonna go with the new meet and greets with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy. I feel like again, it's not something that's talked about a lot. And they just opened up this whole area again. They used to have the meet and greets back when, it was Innoventions and stuff like that. They had them there and then they closed it. And then when they reopened everything, they brought back these meet and greets. And, they're just in the middle of Epcot. And really nobody talks about the fact that you can meet these 3 characters in Epcot. I mean, it was a little more hidden back when it was just Mickey and it was over in the Imagination Pavilion by the Shorts Theater. But now at least it's in the middle of Epcot, so it's a little bit easier to see. But I still feel like people just constantly walk right past it because it really is in the middle of Epcot and in that main thoroughfare. And you're trying to plan going, here, there, and everywhere, and you're just walking right past the meet and greet with Mickey and Minnie and them. And it's a great. If you really want to meet the characters, this is a great spot to do it with. I feel like the lines are not nearly. They get long. Don't get me wrong, and especially in the middle of the afternoon. But I feel like you can get away with it a little bit more here. Like, just the lines aren't nearly as long as they are at the other parks.
That's a good call. And again, a lot of people just miss it.
I feel like they do. Yeah.
Right there. All right, Scott, what do you got for A lot of choices here. What do
A
you
lot of
got?
choices. Got to go with Communicore Hall, right? Just kidding.
I was gonna say, dude,
Yes, good job, good job. Yeah.
We're dropping.
I mean, I really want to go with the Figment restrooms, but I'm not going to do that because that really
See,
is
that would be a good
nice
one too.
supporting actor.
Yeah.
But accepting the the sporting attraction award has got to be the Journey of Water, that Moana Journey of Water.
That is a good one. Yes.
I think it's really neat. Like we've done it a few times, and like you can breeze right through that thing, right? You can walk through it pretty quick, or you can kind of take your time. Like you kind of control your own time limit in there per se.
You do.
And you can just have a lot of fun. Like I see kids having a blast going back to your whatever you called them, the tikis from the last
leaky
thing.
tikis.
The leaky tikis. Like the leaky tikis of Epcot in a way, or Future World.
It kind of is, yeah.
But then you got the great topiary, at the end. Sometimes there's a photo pass person there, so you can get like a nice family photo in there. But I just think it's cool. You learn a lot about water usage and like environmental things in there too. So it's kind of got some
very
edutainment.
Original Epcot-ish.
Yeah, so it's got the edutainment bit of Epcot, which I know the three of us absolutely love. So I just think it's pretty neat. I think it gets forgotten about a lot too. So I had to put that out there.
That's a good one.
That's a good one because it's new. It's
Yeah.
got the IP that people love. I mean, everybody loves Moana, and it's
kind of hard to find sometimes. Honestly,
it's so weird. How is it hard? I can't believe you just said that because it's exactly how I feel. Like I'm like, how is it hard to find, dude? It's right dead. I mean, honest to God, it's right in the middle of Epcot. Like
I know.
How can I not find it?
Kind of tricky to find.
I know. Seriously, I think the same thing. I'm like, how? Like in my brain, I'm like, I know this is dead in the center of like the old Future World, but like, where is it? Like,
oh yeah,
these walls were right here. Like for real, I know it's here. All right, let's go one more time around. This is kind of fun. We could do this again some other show down the line. Okay, Rikki, give us another. What you got?
I think that we need to go with something at probably let's go with the Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I think we should go with Galaxy's Edge. I feel like that's again, it's one of those things that we've talked about. I don't think it's any of our favorite land. They did a decent job with it. There's a lot of good to it, but I feel like it missed the mark a little bit on some things. And so one of the things that I think that they really hit the mark on, though, and I think is something that they've done really well, are the character interactions that you have with the stormtroopers. I think that the fact that you can just walk right past them, they'll interact with you. They have a bunch of things that they can say. And, it really harkens back to those old days of Epcot when, there was the Streetmosphere, although I have an interesting theory on why Streetmosphere is probably never coming back anymore. But, it's just one of those things where I feel like this is the closest we're going to get to Streetmosphere ever coming back. And it's really just one of those great things that you can have a fun interaction that's totally unplanned with the Stormtroopers. And I love that. So we're going to go with the Stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge.
And I will say Rey and Chewie are amazing.
Yes.
I love their interactions with kids, especially, and the Stormtroopers especially too, but Rey and Chewie and Galaxy's Edge, I love seeing them out.
I think they're good.
All right, what would you say for Galaxy's Edge, Scott? What would you give a supporting actor?
So the supporting, I'm not going to say attraction because it's not an attraction
experience,
but the Ronto wrap. That's
an experience. There we go.
Yes,
I think that is a unique food item that I really enjoy, and I gotta admit I don't make it to Galaxy's Edge very often. It's not really my thing personally.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nicely themed and all that. I get confused a little bit. I know a lot of the Discord loves Galaxy's Edge, and I'm not going to knock it because like I love that it's there, but it's just not 100% my thing. So I don't go in there very often. And I think I've only had like 2 Ronto wraps in my life. I got to change that soon.
You've had the breakfast one, right?
I don't think I've had the breakfast one.
Oh, dude, there's some extra sauce on it that makes it even better.
But I just love that area, right? The Ronto Roasters is cool. You got that like animatronic guy like in there. Yeah, like I love that whole theming in there. I mean, the Galaxy's Edge as a whole is themed like really great. Like that's what I really love the most about it. Kind of like what you were saying, Rikki, just kind of like being immersed
in it. Yeah.
It's kind of like the supporting role almost. But
absolutely, yeah.
But me, I like to bring some humor in here, so I had to go with the Ronto wrap.
I like it.
It's super cool. It's delicious, and that's got to be my supporting role.
I like it.
God, I wish Taco Bell had Ronto wraps on the menu. So
They do
good.
not. No.
Oh, in a galaxy far, far away, the Taco Bells do. Let's see. So mine, I'm going to give to my supporting experience within Galaxy's Edge is it's not Smuggler's Run. It's the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
It's the full scale
Millennium- that,
Falcon experience. It's that when a grown man or woman who is maybe grown, this could be anybody, but mostly like my generation, Generation X, who grew up watching the original trilogy, had the Kenner toy, played with it for their entire life, and then they walk into Galaxy's Edge and they see that sucker when they come around the corner, full scale, and just their jaw drops. And then you get to get your picture in front of it with a lightsaber in your hand, and you're just like, oh my, and you get to walk under it. You're, Chewie, get us out of here. You get to yell that. I mean, it's like, dude, that's every person's dream. So yeah, the best sporting actor attraction is just the Millennium Falcon sitting there.
I want to give a secondary just because it's something that's very costly, but that's the build your own lightsaber. If you have the means and you would like to do that, let me tell you, that has to be one of the coolest experiences I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm not a Star Wars fan, so like to have had that experience and actually got to build the lightsaber and watch it, come to life in real life, that was really cool. But it's not necessarily something that everybody can do, which is why I didn't mention it at first. But I mean, it's definitely a supporting attraction for sure if that's something that you're really into.
I'm not rich like Rikki.
I didn't pay for it either. We have wonderful listeners who are very nice and very generous and allowed me to go in with them and build their own build the lightsaber for them. So
I'm just joking. Okay, Scott, give us one more land and bust out that statue.
If you guys want to expand on this, that's totally fair because it can be kind of tricky in Animal Kingdom Park.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
But I'm going to do Africa. And if you guys want to pick another land in Animal Kingdom, that's fine. I'm kind of cheating here because I get to go first, which is
Yeah.
So you got the safari. Kilimanjaro Safari is obviously the main headliner in Africa. But getting my supporting role in Africa are the performers. I love those Harambe performers in Africa. Like they make the land feel like authentic and like just super cool for me. You're just walking through there and it gets crowded, right? You're there in the middle of the day, you're kind of by the Dawa bar and like you're just in that middle of the area. It can get hot, it can get busy, but when those performers come out there, like I stop what I'm doing and I always watch them because I don't know how they do it sometimes. It is like 120 degrees and they're out there dancing and like doing handstands, lifting each other up. Like they're doing like straight on gymnastics in the middle of Africa. And I am just blown away by it. Sometimes they had musicians out there too. We have a video of them like singing happy birthday to Emily one year on her birthday. Like it is just so entertaining. I just love that entertainment. So that is clearly my supporting role in Africa there.
They're athletes. Go ahead.
They are. And to kind of go with that, I was going to say Viva Gaia, who actually performed in Discovery Island, but they are a fantastic band. If you've ever stopped to watch them, they do this Island Caribbean like feel to it. They've got the steel drums, which I adore steel drums. Like, that's my favorite thing. I actually had a steel drum band at my wedding reception. Like that tells you how much I love steel drums.
See, she's a baller, dude. She's making light.
It was actually, listen,
are those like the Tom Tom drummers or whatever, or like they're
no, there's Viva Gaia. They actually perform. They have a stage it's right across from Flame Tree Barbecue. So,
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, they're really, really good. They're so fantastic. Yeah. So, but my steel drum band was from Mizzou. So there you go. That's your little, Who knew Mizzou had a steel drum band? But they did, and they played at my wedding reception. So, but yeah, I think that like all the performers at Disney's Animal Kingdom, they all do such an amazing job, and they have such unique performers that perform there because they bring in their culture, and I feel like that's a really, really important thing, especially at Animal Kingdom. So. I just want to throw that in there. Speaking
of Mizzou's band real quick, this is totally off topic, but they had a robot direct the band halftime show this past Saturday. Look it up on social media, dude. It's about a 3-foot robot with like a glowing blue face. There's like a rope light and it had on the marching Mizzou uniform. It was the most terrifying thing I ever saw in my life. Like, and my seats are right there, like at the 50.
No, thank you.
I could not take my eyes off it the whole performance. It was like on this little mini stage. I think I had a nightmare about it Saturday night when I got home. You look it up on social media, dude. It is the most terrifying
No,
thing in the history.
I don't want to.
I think it's like a Boston Dynamics thing. It was because first I couldn't tell if like a person in a suit, but it was a robot. I'm pretty sure. I know it was a robot because they did a post about it.
No.
Just look up Mizzou on Facebook or wherever. But it was the scariest thing ever. Like, but it directed the band and the Golden Girls and everything. But it was, oh my God, it was terrifying. It was but it didn't have a face. It just had a rope light around its head. Oh my God. Yeah. So Marching Mizzou did me dirty on Saturday.
No.
Anyway, so I'm going back to our topic just so if you ever want Nightmare Fuel, look it up. It was scary. I could not take because Pam went to the bathroom at halftime. I'm like, Pam, you missed it, dude. For like 5 songs, this robot was directing the band, and I couldn't take my eyes off it. And I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. It was the scariest thing I ever saw. It's like all these kids, you're terrorizing kids. Anyway, they should not do that without a warning. What were we talking about? Oh, Animal Kingdom,
Africa.
Yes, Tusker House is the restaurant. It's dude, nobody talks about Tusker House.
True story. They do
One
not.
of the greatest character meals ever. You can get an ADR there whenever you want. It's a buffet, but it's got more exotic foods. It's got the staples, but it's also got some more exciting stuff. You want to try some more adventurous foods, and the characters are in cool outfits.
Characters are great costumes. Get that jungle juice too at breakfast time.
Yeah.
Ponga was it Ponga?
It's like the pog juice they have everywhere. I think they call it jungle juice there, though.
It's good. Yeah, so I've already used up my time on the terror robot.
Fine.
So there you go. All right, Rikki, what you got?
I'm gonna go just a little bit over. So I'm gonna go into that Discovery Island area, and I'm gonna do the Tree of Life Awakenings. This is something that you don't get to see very often because most of the time the park is closed before it gets dark. However, this time of year, you actually get to see the Tree of Life Awakening. And it's this really great projection show that takes place on the Tree of Life. In the wintertime holidays, they have this special show for the holiday season with there's one with polar bears and stuff like that. It's a really cute show. Really love it. Again, it's just the things that they can do with projection mapping is so fantastic. And the fact that it's on the Tree of Life, it's so beautiful. So if you've never been able to catch it because Animal Kingdom closes so early, and you are there this time of year when it gets dark early, make sure you try to catch the Tree of Life Awakening because it is really, really stunningly beautiful. And it's a great story.
Good call. Okay, I'm trying to figure out because I'm going to go the last one here. Should we go Fantasyland or should we go World Showcase? Let's go Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom.
Okay. All right. Good call.
Okay, so I will pick Fantasyland, best supporting attraction, best supporting experience. I'll take the obvious one. I'm just going to knock it out. I guess you got to take the tangled restrooms, right? I mean,
what about the hunting for Pascal? I mean,
that's cool. I was leaving that one for somebody.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. That's mine.
The bathrooms, I mean, because they support your bladder, I mean, it's good to have a restroom there to support you. But they're cool. I mean, they're the coolest things ever, but they're kind of like over designed.
I mean, Emily did a senior photo session, right?
That's nuts. Like they many people do photo shoots there in front of restrooms. So I'm going to go with the tangled restrooms for the supporting attraction experience in Fantasyland. All right, Scott, go with what are you going to do?
Easy one for me. Might be one of the best attractions at Magic Kingdom. It's Mickey's PhilharMagic.
That's a good one. Yeah,
it is. So many people just walk by it, and it saddens me. It is a great theater show. You hear great music, great animation. You got some cool effects in there, and this is an attraction that they've updated recently. And they didn't remove something from it. They didn't shorten it. They added to it.
They did add to it.
A very rare thing you see with the Walt Disney Company these days, adding to making an attraction longer. Like that just made me even more happy. Like when they announced that a couple years ago, they're adding the Coco scene, which I love Coco. I was like, oh, that's great, but dang, they're probably gonna take the Peter Pan scene out now, or what are they gonna do to modify it? They didn't. They made it better. So. Highly recommend that. You can't spend a day at Magic Kingdom and not do PhilharMagic. Oh my God, so great.
Pam actually says that's like her favorite thing at Magic Kingdom. Can you believe that?
Pam is right.
Husband, yeah, she loves PhilharMagic.
It's so good.
I love it.
I remember the first time we did it. We were just kind of walking by, not knowing anything because we didn't know anything about Walt Disney World. And this cast member was like, "You want to see a cool show?" I'm like, maybe there's nobody here. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, do you like good music? Do you like the way he just was all into it? Come on in. You you're gonna love this. And then I went in, I was like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. Like Emily's singing the songs, I'm singing the songs, you know. And it was like late at night, like there might have been like 25 people in the theater. It was very
Yeah,
small.
because it's always dead at night for sure.
Yeah, and then I came out and I saw the cast member, like, oh my gosh, you were so right. This is the best thing ever.
You didn't lie to me. Yeah, when you see your kid like reach out to get the jewels during the Little Mermaid,
it's guaranteed every time. It's gonna. I mean, if I don't see what someone doing, I'll make sure I do it because like someone's got to do it, right?
I know, it's so
or the yelling of
darn good.
Tinkerbell, you know, like you always hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I will say the just can't wait to be king scene is kind of trippy, man. It gets wild.
You're 100% see
With like Simba and they had like the water like around his face and all that. Oh, I forgot to announce that this is my
there you
final
go.
one.
Yeah.
So getting the golden Mickey was Fill Our Magic.
Yeah, dude, we used to have Pink Floyd in our planetarium. It was kind of the same experience on Saturday nights. Okay, Rikki, go ahead.
Ooh, I'd like to do that.
All right. So
Dark side of the
my
moon.
last one is, I think we have to go with a classic. And I think we have to go with Prince, the Regal Carousel, the Prince Charming's Regal Carousel. It's one of those things that, you know, you see it, you walk past it, it's beautiful, especially at night. And you know, you always think, oh, you know, I should get on the carousel, and then you just keep walking past.
I know,
but
it's like why am I not doing the carousel?
But the music is so great for the carousel. It's got such great melodies. The horses are innately carved and gorgeous. If you're afraid of the horses, they do have, you know, some seating that you can do, or if you need the seating, you can use that as well, which is also the chariot. You know, those chariots are beautifully ornate as well. And I have to admit, so I rode the carousel not that long ago with Lucy, because again, I hadn't ridden it in a while. And I rode it and I sat her up on the carousel horse. And I was like, this is a little higher than I thought it would be.
And it's pretty fast.
It's very fast. And so it kind of scared me a little. I was like, we're putting children on this. Okay, cool. So, you know, I'm putting my 2-year-old on this horse that goes up and down really fast and goes round and round. But it was so much. It's such a great attraction, though. It is classic, quintessential Disney. Again, it's one of those things of what you think of when you think of Walt Disney World, because that's what they always show in all the ads and things like that is kids riding on the carousel. And so, I mean, that is one of the classic Fantasyland attractions. And so I feel like I would be remiss if we did not mention the carousel here. You know, it was one of Walt's kind of favorite things, you know, so we have to mention the carousel.
And you can get Cinderella's horse. It's got the thing on the tail, the little ribbon. That's Cinderella's horse. Are people scared of horses? I didn't know that, but maybe they are.
There are people that are scared of horses.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Vern and Jason say Fantasyland has so many good ones. Pulling the sword from the stone. I mean,
yes.
If you want to pretend like you're in Full House, I think that was the show.
You know, the last time we attempted to pull the sword from the stone, Brian did it.
Shut up.
Pulled the sword from the stone.
Okay, lightsaber, the steel drum band. Now you're just, what are you flexing?
Rubbing it in.
What's your problem?
You know what? I was not ready. Like, I really wasn't thinking that it was going to happen. It was dark. It was nighttime. Like, it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. And so I wasn't even thinking about having my camera ready. And all of a sudden he pulled the sword from the stone. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
I mean,
there's
for
no
people that haven't seen
photographic
Brian,
proof of it.
I mean, Brian is ripped. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he probably broke.
No,
I mean,
but I'm so mad. Like, I don't have video or photographic proof, but he absolutely pulled the sword from the stone. So that's
and
right.
I love this.
I'm married to a real strong man right there. Woo!
And June does say, I have photos of my daughter across the years on all the Disney carousels. Every park has one, and it was an inspiration for Walt to create the parks. I love that. That's so
true.
cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's that's during our Dopey Challenge. Full,
Yes.
I don't know, it was one of the races.
That was the full marathon.
The full.
I love it.
It was cold that day. We tried. We're not Brian. We can get it
You're
out.
not Brian. Sorry.
We tried. There's 3 of us trying that.
I mean, we're trying to get that thing. Yeah, if you're not, youtube.com/BRGS podcast.
You knew it was cold. We're all wearing leggings.
Yeah.
We finished the 26.2 miles with all that stuff still on.
I know.
We had on the ski mask thing even still.
That was a cold one.
Freezing that year. Oh my gosh. That was the year you got you broke your, you got a not a shin splint, but you had a stress fracture.
It was either that or the next year, because both of those were cold. 17 and 18 were both cold.
Yeah, because that's what I was like, just put some biofreeze on it. You'll be fine. And then you're like, dude, you were in a boot the next day. I was like, oh, my
I
bad.
was.
I was like, sorry, dude. I shouldn't have been so mean. And
Oh,
I was
man.
arguing with Paige. It was great times. You got to do a marathon sometime. Okay, well, that was fun. So we're going to continue this on Sunday night. You want to give a supporting attraction award around Walt Disney World? Let's do that on Sunday night, or come over to the clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. We have fun talking about these things over there. But time to cut you loose for the weekend. Don't forget, the show's always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use that Amazon affiliate link as you do that shopping as we get into the holiday season. That really does help support us. Easiest way. Just bookmark it. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Put that on your toolbar. Click through it anytime you do that shopping. It takes you right back to Amazon. And we get a little commission on those purchases. You pay the same, and it's a win-win for everybody. So again, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And again, you can become a patron of the show. It's just $5 a month. It's like a cup of coffee a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. You can support us over there at patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Thanks to everybody who does that. It means a lot to the show. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT, same places. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS. You need to follow Scott over on YouTube. Must See Adventures. That's where you follow him. Got great stuff coming. I think he's got his Lincoln video coming up this week, so check that out. Lincoln, Nebraska. Ricky's got her channel at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. All the latest Disney content. That's where you got to follow there. DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. We have the live show Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. The clubhouse is going strong. You need to be there. beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And I think that's everything. That's a lot. But we'll be there Sunday night for the live call-in show. Hope you will too. All right, we're going to jump out of here and wish you a great weekend. So until we get back together again on Sunday, you guys have a great one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
Boom.
It is hot in here.
Is it really?
I think Mallory turned up the heat when she got home from work and upstairs. And like I have the door closed and I usually close the vent, but I didn't close the vent.
Oh, man.
It is smoking in here. Well, because it's 33 outside, but
Yeah, that's about what it is here too. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, it's only 74 in here, but it feels like smoking hot.
Wow,
Whew.
crazy.
Or maybe I'm just getting hot. I
It
don't
might
know.
be a little hot downstairs because I believe there's that lasagna in the oven. So
Oh, shut up. I also want chili and cinnamon rolls now. That was so good last night. I can't stop.
it is good.
It was so good. Oh,
Oh,
Ricky,
man.
you had chili and cinnamon rolls?
No.
You should try it, dude. It's good. I gotta go, but you gotta try it. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Okay. All right.
Do it. All right, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys.
right.
Good job.
Thank you guys. That was a great show. That was fun. You
That
guys,
was fun.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
so good.
We'll see you next Monday, God
Yeah.
willing, if my
Yeah.
traffic works out.
Get a helicopter.
It's my
All right.
first day. See how it goes.
See ya.
All right.
Have a good
See ya.
one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.